How to draw a female body. So you are an artist and this is your drawing. You wanna show off to your weeb friends how good of an artist you are by drawing like this. Well, welcome, cause I will show you how to draw anime girl to beginner to hentai level. Okay, so let's just get right into it. So in this video I will be talking about a few things that we need to go through to do this. So the first thing will be shape. You need to make shape, practice, trials, patience and reference, and finally doing your hentai. uh Before you start, I want to tell you, if this video is long, take notes, watch it fully so you can understand drawing at whole, because you can't skip your level in real life. So let's start our video with basics. So in every drawing, even if it's male or female, there is always one thing that you need to understand, that is shapes. So everything is made out of shapes. So even if you're doing 2D or doing 3D, everything comes from shape. So you need to make that foundation shapes so that you can draw the whole thing later on. So the basic shapes that you need to practice are a circle and a rectangle, and then a normal triangle, and that's it. That's just you need to practice, and other things are connected in here and there, and you need to get just better at drawing. So one tip I'll give you guys is that hold your pencil very light. Don't push very hard on your pencil. The thing is, one, your pencil might break. If you're using mechanical one, it's even worse. And yeah, you can erase it after just pressing it hard on the paper. It will have bump marks on the paper. So yeah, that's it. So first thing you need to do is practice any shapes you want, and try to shade it, do whatever you want. Just practice some shapes for making a drawing. So as you can see, I'm making my drawing with shapes. There are many shapes, like in the shoulders there are circles, and in the feet there are kind of little bit of triangles and mixed up things, curves which are made of triangles. So these all things are made of little shapes that I'm used to. So after experience it a lot more, that I don't need to make those shapes anymore. But when you start doing things, so you need to make shape. So as you can see, I have made a girl figure very easily. So yeah. Now second thing I want to talk about is trial and error. So when you make these kind of drawings, as you can see, even in my own creation the hands are still a bit off. Don't get angry when that happens. Just, if you want, you can just erase it at whole or start from new, or you can just erase the only part which has been damaged or which is not right, and then you can just remake it. Or if your whole drawing is bad, then yeah, just erase it all and do it once again. We learn from our mistakes, so that's why we need to do that. So let's go. We need to do that. Now let's talk about reference. This is where people actually fail, because they think that taking reference from other is copying them. Cause But I don't think that's true, cause no, it's not like that. That you copy theirs to learn from their experience, and then you draw that same thing in your, and implement those tiny little things and make your own art style. That's how you draw. You learn from them and draw your own thing. So you can't just imagine to draw your own thing without any experiences, without looking at anything, because you don't know how the things actually are. So you just think about, okay, someone holding a phone in their hand, and now you try to draw it. Now you don't know how to make the proportions right, where the bones are, where should I put the lines, where the shadows are, where the fingers should go. So you'll be confused in all of these things. So but if you try and do lots of drawings of single hand, then it will be much easier to just think about how you draw and how to draw it and what you want to make, and then after drawing it actually. So that's it. And also, you can also use Pinterest to look for other drawings, or just human figures that you like. There are lots of models for you in there to draw, and for practice it's very good. I also use it. For example, I've just made this drawing. This is also from Pinterest, and yeah, I do a lot of these kind of drawings. I had done it in previous times of my life as well, so because of which I'm really good at body proportions right now. Okay, I just was talking about proportions a little bit, but now I'm actually going to talk about proportions. You need to make your body proportions right. So learn how to draw anatomy, cause imaginary things can't get you far enough, cause you just imagine things, you know. You imagine something, then you draw it, and it looks like shit. Yeah, I'm saying the same thing, cause it's very important. But that's why I'm also saying that that's why you need to learn how to draw body and learn anatomy, so you can create what you've actually imagined. I'm not telling to stop imagining things when you draw. I'm just saying that imagine it, and you need to learn the things as well when you try to implement it in your drawing. So that's also one of the things. So when making a girl's body, there are many different positions and many different things that you can imagine, but when you try to draw it, sometimes the hands are a little bit smaller, the heads are a bit bigger, and their legs are not good enough, and you don't know how to make the dynamics. So if you're copying a dynamic drawing, gone, it's just gone. You don't know how to make them. So yeah, you need to know how the proportions of a girl are. You need the proportions, anatomy, you need to practice all these things. You can use Pinterest, as I've said, for reference. So you need to learn these things as well. So the next thing is features, body features of a girl. I know it's kind of embarrassing to think about these things, but yeah, it's one of the most important things. You can't draw anything. You don't know how. You can't draw an iPhone without knowing where the camera is and where the speakers align and where the charging port and the speakers, other speakers and microphones align, and the power button and so on. So if you're just trying to draw an iPhone, you don't even know the shape, and you're just making a freaking square box, rectangle box with nothing in it. So that's why you need to know something when you draw something. You get me? So even when you're making like landscape, you need to know how to paint mountains, how the mountains natural states are. You need to see some mountains to do that, you know. So yeah, you need to practice it. So that's why you also need some features of a girl when doing a girl drawing. So for example, it might, but this might sound a little bit bad, but yes, you need to learn these features of a girl so that you can draw one, you know. Yes, I'm just saying the same thing, just you need to know it. Just for example, okay, I'm going to set an example. Their legs are, and the legs which are a little bit smaller in the end, as you can see in my drawing, the legs are little bit smaller in the bottom places, and their hips are a bit bigger than their shoulders, which is one of the main things when drawing anime girls. So in real life that does not apply. You can just go and find some photos of women. Yeah, I'm actually saying it. Go and find some figures of women and just make a line from their shoulders to their hips, and you can see that their hips and the shoulders are quite equal, almost about equal. But in anime, no, you need to make their hips bigger than their shoulders so that their figure is very good, and their stomach area should always be an hourglass shape. So yeah, that's how you make their stomach. That's also one of their features when doing anime drawings. And their hands, their arms should be a little bit bigger than their forearm, I think that's right. I don't know what it's called, but this portion right here, so this should be a bit bigger than this. And their hands can go anywhere. It's up to you to make their hands. You can also take references from others and you just make them your own art style. So that's how you just make it. And their heads should be a little bit smaller, and their neck should be very smaller compared to men, because they are women, you know. So, and when also making their organs, you don't need this kind of U pouch thing. You need to make this kind of triangle. That's the empty space from their legs. So it's kind of like that. When you actually see in other drawings, there always be shape like that. Or if you have any games such as Genshin or anything like that, you can just go and see their body. It's also one of the references that you can get to draw a female body. So yeah, and their feet are a little bit smaller, and that's all there it is to make a female body. You can also use circles for their hips and for their chest as well, and the joints. Of course you need to do that. You can even simplify this drawing that I made into much more simpler things, but I'm a little bit experienced one, so that I have not done that for the drawing. And you can just copy my own thing and just make your own girl. So you need to know about the features of the body so that you can properly make it. You need some patience, you know. So next thing we are going to be talking about is patience. So this is one of the very most important one when you start to draw, because when you feel tired, you have used like a 5 minutes drawing, and after you see that your drawing is not good, all you have to do is don't feel motivated and anymore, and you stop drawing. So look, it takes time to learn. And even draw, for example, if you draw for 2 minutes, you're not going to get results like in videos you see. There are lots of videos when people make like 1 second, I'm sorry, 1 minute anime character challenges and so on. They are experienced, so just you need to know that you're not experienced, okay? Even if you're experienced, that's not too much experience. You need to practice even more, because you can't learn things in an instant. If you want to learn like that, you need to have cheat skill like in anime, but you're not in anime, so you need to do some practice. So, and not going to get results like in the videos you see. That's usually what happens. They are professionals, have skills, and they have memorized a lot of things, and before they draw that. And so you need some patience and take time and check if everything is all right, and learn from your mistakes. Take time to do the details. Don't hurry. Don't try to complete it in hurry. As you can see in the drawing that I just made, it did not take that long to make that. So because of which I I just destroyed the feed. So in the video that I've just made, I forgot to uh, I did not capture the feed. But as you can see in the photo that I've taken, the feed is not that aligned with the body that I made. So that's what happens when you don't have patience, and it might ruin your whole work. So do have patience and try to draw properly, and check as many times as you need if everything is alright. And even if you fail, don't feel sad. Everyone fails in a while. You need to try again. If you don't feel motivated, you can just take some break and start again, or do any other things that you can easily make, so that you won't do the same mistakes. Or if you have known your mistakes, try to make up for that by learning how you actually do it. So that's it. And also, you can take as many time as you want to draw. Some drawings take like 2 or 3 weeks. If you know painters, they have such patience that they can just continuously draw one single painting for about 2 to 3 years and so on. It takes time, and time to even learn, and time to draw as well. So take your time. Now, after that all is done, you probably will be able to draw a normal figure like this, or you can draw any kind of figure. So based on your experience, based on what you have noted from my videos, I mean video, you will be able to do it. So yeah, if you're just a beginner, then it will take time. Don't worry, it will take time. You can copy the thing that I've done in the video. You can just use my own method. That's also one of the easiest way that you can learn for a second, and practice how you can actually make a normal figure, so that it's just a figure. That's why you can just copy it and learn what the things, anatomy, and all the features of a girl in the figure is. So, and don't try to make the hairs and all by yourself. Try, I'll make a separate video for doing hairs and all, but for now just it's a girl body. And at last, the last thing, we are making hentai. Okay, so in this stage you're actually not that good enough. If you're a experienced one, then you are good enough, but if you give time, then you will be able to do drawings like hentai. Okay, so art is not just about making hentai, it's about making what you like and how you like it. So you're making your own things in your own imagination, so that other people can see what you are imagining, what beautiful scenes that you have in your mind, and what the things that you like. It's just showcasing that same thing in a paper with a freaking pencil. That's it. But if you love drawing, then you will do it. Have patience and continue. You'll eventually get there, and you will also start to draw hentai and stuff like that. But still, you need experience for that also. And for all that, now I want to say is okay. So this is how you actually draw a female character like that. This is a female character. You need to practice even more, much more. As you can see, I'm showing you pictures that I've practiced all before. You know that these are not that good. These are my pictures from when I just started the video. I mean, started my journey of art. So it's about making what you like and how you like it. You need the details to draw them. So take practice and draw until you master it. I wasn't chilling in the bed, which took me from this to this. So with that info, go and make your own girl. Bye bye. I hope you have learned how to make a girl. With that, I'm ending this video. Thank you for watching. Berry does art. Bye bye.